why am I doing this? What am I doing? Like, why am I doing this? I guess I'll do it now, because I'm live and rolling. What's going on, guys? This is the Club with the Man 1993, and I am here live to give you a live review of Smackdown, because this is the first Friday night in quite a while that I had absolutely nothing to do. I could have done my match cards for TakeOver 30 and for SummerSlam. Instead, I actually sat down and watched Smackdown. And do I regret it? It was boring. I was tired. It was hard to follow along because there was like so many people in two storylines at once, it felt like. A lot of repetition, a lot of back and forth, a bunch of pointless things, and it made me realize, you know what? Watching the show through felt no different than when I just watched the highlights. And that's a shame. And I actually gave this show a grade since I watched it through. There wasn't much I enjoyed on this show. In fact, there's a lot of things I hated. There was a few little things I was like, okay, cool. But a lot of the show involved everyone would be involved in two different things at once. So that's why we're just gonna fly through this. And I'm going to bed because I have to work a wedding gig tomorrow, and I don't want to be tired. So, and I already am tired. So I'm doing this because I want to be caught up before my gig tomorrow. So let's check the live chat. Tyler says there's no depth in the SmackDown women's division. Is there any depth in any division in WWE? Let's put it this way. What's up, Lauren? Is Alexa Bliss turning heel? I don't even know who the heck is turning heel with either Alexa Bliss or Nikki Cross. SmackDown is getting worse and worse. Can it get even worse? That's the thing. But it probably will. Let's just roll through this show. Let's talk about this, and I'm going to bed. So we open up with now these video packages hyping up the action for tonight. Sasha and Bayley hype up how they're going to beat Nikki Cross tonight. Nikki Cross says she beat Alexa, and Alexa is better than both of them, so she's going to win tonight. Big E hypes up his newly singles run, and then Miz is is laughing about Big E's singles run. He's going to be his opponent tonight. Lacey Evans promises to give Naomi what she truly deserves, and Naomi fires back saying she'll beat Lacey senseless. And Grand Metalik has a problem in Spanish by winning the IC title. AJ Styles fires back and says, Grand Metalik's impressive, but not phenomenal. And of course, just scripted crap as usual. We have an episode of the Firefly Fun House, where Bray Wyatt shows up late because he was out in the swamp searching for Braun Strowman. Still couldn't find him. He speculates maybe the Gators ate him before saying part of his soul will always be trapped. But like one thing clear. He never wanted to hurt Braun, but he wanted to help him. But now, he is waiting. And he wants something that Strowman has. Until he gets what he wants, nobody's safe. And then, of course, the Fiend image is appearing, and Bray Wyatt says to run, and then, or to let him in, and he's like, bye, bye, of course, because, that's just his personality. So, short, simple to the point. Just get to the match at SummerSlam, because we've been waiting for just the Fiend to take the title off of Braun since Money in the Bank or WrestleMania, whatever it was. So, that was that. Good late show. And we had a solid match for the Intercontinental Championship with AJ Styles and Grand Metalik. It was solid. Good match. I definitely think we would have got, AJ Styles, a few years earlier. And, of course, Grand Metalik having matches like he was having in the Cruiserweight Classic. This could have been a pretty darn good Classic. My thing, though, about this match, though, and someone pointed this out last week, I gotta be honest. How is Grand Metalik, has he even won a singles match on the main roster at all? Because if so, how did he earn the chance to fight for this opportunity? And, of course, he won it, but he lost by tap out. Nitpicky stuff there, of course, because, Bruce Prichard and Vince doesn't think things through. It's just, whatever you want, boss. And Grandma's League lost. Lindsay Dorado checked on him, and AJ Styles has beaten them both down. Alright, whatever. We have that. Then we have Chad Gable backstage minding his own business. When Corbin appears and gives him crap for being on the sidelines, he claims they've always been friends, but he's like, no, we're not. But then he motivates Gable and says, and he's basically trying to get him just to fight his battles and take out Matt Riddle for him. But Corbin admits that he would like for Gable to take out Riddle, but claims to be genuinely wanting to help him. So once again, why would Chad Gable want to help Baron Corbin after all he's done to him, especially with the King of the Ring stuff last year? But that's not quite what matters here now, does it? We'll get that. Jeff Hardy comes out basically saying how his view of Sheamus is on the back burner, but he goes back and forth how it's like, I'm a good person and you guys have accepted me. I'm a good person, you guys still accept me with open arms, even though I keep going back to, my alcoholism. I accept you. It's like a super repetitive, scripted promo, and that's happened with a couple segments, and especially this one, because it was just so freaking repetitive, and I'm like, this isn't Jeff. I'm glad the segment was over, but like, nothing, because Baron Corbin came out, Mr. Typical, oh, this is pathetic. Why? Because Jeff, well, you suck. And why is this that pathetic? Well, Jeff, because, well, you suck. Like, once again, just repeating things, can't understand a thing. But then we have Drew Gulak come out and attack him. Corbin and Gulak have a match. Corbin wins with the end of days. But afterwards, Matt Riddle comes down and beats down Corbin, and he's about to, nail him big time. Before Chad Gable comes out and sides with Corbin, turning him heel in the process. He's turning heel and joining sides with the guy that why would anyone trust him, and Gable just looked like an idiot joining him. We'll talk about that whenever my turn alert is published, as I ranted about that for sure. But yeah, Chad Gable's a heel now with King Corbin. Why? Just because they needed someone random to be with Corbin, and someone's going to get run to the ground even more before WWE finally gives in and deletes him, releases him. But that would be a good thing if we're going to get releases, for crying out loud. Gable's booked like total crap on Raw. But so that happened. Anybody else care? No. Big E took on The Miz in a singles match. This match was long, and I just didn't really care. I just thought something was off with this match. I mean, I want to see Big E shine as a single star, but honestly, we're not off to a good start. Because I just didn't care about this match. Him and Miz. It was boring. It was long. He won with some type of like a standing stretch muffler submission, which was interesting, but just a poor match. Nakamura and Cesaro celebrating backstage, win the tag titles till Lucha House Party Raw and start John A. So we're probably going to be getting on the pre-show Cesaro and Nakamura versus the Lucha House Party. Whoop-de-doo, who cares? Sheamus cut a promo. He says his mistake was that he fought Jeff Hardy in his natural environment, and it was particularly a handicap match, even though Sheamus had a dumb bartender get involved for him. Sheamus and Hardy and alcohol is a testament to his courage, that the match was as close as it was, but he's not here to make excuses because it's only a matter of time before Hardy falls off the wagon. How Jeff ain't the problem anymore, that's bad news for the rest of the SmackDown roster because now he's their problem. Whatever, basically, just, for both segments involving Sheamus and Jeff Hardy tonight, it basically seemed like, it was pointless, it meant nothing, it didn't do anything for either one of them, and that is very true. Naomi told Lacey Evans, and Naomi won. Do you care? I do not. Oh, but then, here's some interesting stuff. We have Mandy Rose and Otis. Oh, it's good to see my babe again. I'm sorry, Otis is Peach again. She says it's been a while since they had a proper date. So she booked a reservation for Otis' favorite barbecue spot. A table in the back room where nobody can see how much advantage they're talking of that you can eat deal. basically, making some sex jokes, which, of course, tickles my peach for sure, because this is Mandy Rose. So they're like, well, let's go get ready, and we'll be right back. But as they split to go, Sonya Deville emerges from behind. Dun, dun, dun. She follows Mandy Rose, where Mandy's in her makeup. So Sonya just attacks her. She smears lipstick across Mandy's face. She's screaming at her, asking what does she have now. Basically saying, how she's jealous, of course. Obviously jealous of Mandy's good looks and whatnot. So she continued to smash her face to the floor and you did the makeup. She then grabbed scissors and started cutting off chunks of Mandy's hair, saying she can't wait to show people the pretty face. She's going to ruin her life even more. And then she's like, what else can I do to her? What else can I do to her? After she beat her down pretty good, already cut most of her hair, and again smeared that makeup on her face. So then she sees a razor, an electronic razor you cut hair with. So she's basically getting ready to shave Mandy bald, but then we have referees break it up pretty much to get them away. And then we have the Miz and Morrison have this stupid, childish promo, basically, because once again, why were they there, even though they were just out with Big E before having a boring match? Basically, it was just a way to probably set up a match with Heavy Machinery and Miz and Morrison next week. Whatever. It's probably going to set up something with Mandy and Sonya for SummerSlam, maybe. Who knows? A hair match. They'll probably just have, like, a makeover match or something. It's so dumb. Jeez. I'm already cringing at that now. I mean, I like the storyline, but it's starting to get old, and just capitalize on something, but don't do it something stupid that's just not entertaining at all. But we had that, and then we had the main event, Bayley and Nikki Cross for the SmackDown Women's title. No point in this match happening again, in my opinion, because, once again, Bayley won, and she won clean. No drama, other than the fact that Nikki Cross was frustrated afterwards, and she shoved Alexa Bliss and walked away. The Fiend came out, and the Fiend pretty much just gently attacked Alexa Bliss. Probably because her and Braun Strowman had a history in a mixed match challenge. I guess that makes somewhat sense, but so nothing that sets the world on fire to me. And that was SmackDown. Gave it a C-. What's up with everybody being in two different storylines, and the show being boring, and the Chad Gable heel turn was stupid as well, which I'll talk about that in my turn alert, of course. Never mind, there's 0 death in every women's division. Give it D-. Once they win the world title, there's never any feud with Mandy and Sonya, pretty much, yeah. But that's going to do it, guys. At SmackDown, all I got to say, gave it a C-. What are your thoughts on SmackDown? Leave thoughts down in the comment section below. Slap a like on the video. Subscribe or comment on my channel. Follow me on Twitter at DemandAir13. I'm going to bed, guys. I'll see you guys all later. Have a good rest of your night. Peace out, everybody.